Kathleen here with Trodden Trail, coming to you on Tuesday, February, I wanted to say January, Tuesday, February 2nd. I'm fully dressed today, inside and out, because I'm having lunch with a very dear friend of mine. We met when we first moved to Omaha about 11 years ago, and we met at church, and she's just a little bit older than I am. Sandy's in her 80s, but you would never know that if you met her. She is just very young at heart, very vibrant, full of energy. So we try to get together for lunch about once a month or every couple months, and go to all different places and do all kinds of fun stuff for lunch. It usually includes wine of some sort, which is always fun, and very decadent to be drinking a glass of wine in the middle of the day. But today we are going to the Botanical Gardens here in Omaha, Lawrenson Gardens, and that Lego display is on display in the gardens inside because it's very cold outside. It's about, I think they said the feel like temperature was like 13, maybe low 20s for the real temp. And then there's a little cafe to have lunch, and then we'll go back to Sandy's and have a lovely glass of wine. So that will be my day, and we will make a day of it. So I'm filming very quickly here, and the reason I bring up Sandy is that I made her for her 80th birthday, but I was a year late in getting it to her. For her 80th birthday, I made her a rug, a pretty large hearth rug. And at the end of the video, I'll post a picture of it. Turned out very, very nice. I was very pleased with it. So today I'm going to talk about plants. I'm going to try to do a 15-minute video, since it's been just a little over a week since I posted last. And then show you what I've been working on, and just a little bit of haul, and kind of wrap it up from there. So let's see if we can do this in 15 minutes. First of all, we'll start with haul. I mentioned last week that I was feeling needle minder deprived. Like I didn't have enough needle minders to get me going. So went online, like Saturday night laying in bed, and went for Stitch and Stair Stitches because I love McKenna's needle minders, and ordered one that's on a project already, so I don't have that in front of me, but just a couple other just cute blingy ones. So this is, I think this one is called Sparkle Sparkle. Love it, so cool. I tend to do work on quite a few smaller projects, so I like the smaller needle minders. That's kind of what I was looking for this particular round of purchasing. But McKenna had this posted on her page. She actually sells on Amazon. Sincere Stitches on Amazon. I can't think of exactly how, but if you Google that, you could find it. Anyway, she had this one, and it's quite large, where you can see the difference between the two. I thought this was so pretty, so I think I know what I'm going to put that on, and I'll show that to you in a minute. But anyway, 3 from McKenna, and one more that's just gorgeous that's already on a project that I'll show you in a minute. And then I found another company on Etsy, I believe, called Needle Goods, needlegoods.com. At Needle Goods on Instagram. I haven't looked her up on Instagram. Anyway, she had beautiful needle minders, and I saw this one. I love sheep, and I found this one and just could not resist. It's quite heavy, but just lovely. I don't know what this is, if it's clay or it's not clay, it's resin maybe, I don't know, but I thought that was really cute, so ordered that one. And then I have a bit of a Beatrix Potter fetish. That's probably not the right word. I don't know what the word is, but I like Beatrix Potter. Love the books. She's an English author, and just lovely books. Really more for children, but just beautiful. So I've been hunting. Beatrix Potter figurines are very, very expensive and hard to find. The original ones, the real ones, were crafted in England, in the UK, and they're you can find them. They're available, but they're quite pricey. So I every once in a while go look and see if I find any deals on any Beatrix Potter figurines. And I found Beatrix Potter needle minders from this lovely little store called the Cottage Needle. It says, the little card says, the candy store for stitchers, which is so cute. So anyway, I ordered 2 Beatrix Potter needle minders. I love them so much. They are, I think this is Mrs. Bunny, and I think this is the little mouse. I can't think of her name right now, but anyway, they're wooden, they're light, they're lovely. They came, the wrapping is just so sweet. I think this company may actually be in France. Anyway, they came, and it came with a needle. And it wrapped in this lovely little, on this little card. And anyway, I just thought that was really neat. And so I have new needle minders. I'm very excited about that. Next up, I did some finishing this week for, I mentioned to you a while back that I occasionally finish for just a couple of close friends that I have here in town. I do some finishing work. My finishing is not even close to Vanna's or Sylvia's or Marlene's or anybody's. But I'm kind of all they have here in town, and I don't really charge because my finishing isn't anything great. But I have a friend of mine, a rug hooking cross-stitch friend, finished 2 quick, I think these are freebies from the Primitive Hair, and I actually did both of these last year, but I haven't unpacked my Valentine's things. So so she finished them in a short time and brought them to me to our rug hooking group meets on Fridays, and brought them to rug hooking on Fridays, and I finished them for her. I had just watched Vanna's tutorial on ruched ribbon, and so please keep in mind this is not near Vanna's quality. I also ran out of batting, and rather than go buy new batting, I wanted to see what would happen if I've been thinking about this for a while, if I stuffed the little pillows with wool. And so I cut up some old wool that I had. Wool's pretty pricey, so you probably wouldn't want to use it for stuffing on a regular basis, but I cut up some old wool that I had and stuffed these. It makes, I'm not super pleased. I like the weight of them. They're a little bit heavier weighted than the regular batting filled ones, but they're lumpier. So anyway, the first one is just the little Valentine, and just finished it. Colleen brought me the wool for the back that she wanted on the back, and then I just had this, I don't even know, these aren't really pom-poms. I'm not really sure what they are. Maybe they are kind of like pom-poms, but just put those on the edges. I'm seeing hair, dog hair, of course. Anyway, super cute, a little lumpy for sure. I think Colleen will be okay with it. And then the other one was the Love Never Fails, the 1881 Love Never Fails. I did this one as well, but I put our anniversary year, which was 1997, on it. And she did it in the, maybe like an onyx or something. I think that might be weeks. I don't know. Then I used the ruched ribbon tutorial from Vanna. My ribbon is, yeah, it's not great. Yeah, that was Vanna made that look really easy. I thought that was a little harder than it looked, but it turned out okay. And the bow, and then I added the little key over here. So hopefully Colleen likes that, and that'll be okay. Then the back is more wool, and I also used Vanna's idea to stitch it from the back, which I kind of like that. I think I need to start putting, if I use wool, I need to start putting, tacking down maybe initials and year or something on the back, because my stitches never seem to quite come out once it gets stuffed. But anyway, So those were two little quick finishes that I did. I also found, I went yesterday, so, okay, ugh, slow down. Now I have 5 minutes. I'm already at 10. This is crazy. I've been watching One Stitch Too Far. I cannot think of the lady's name. Oh, darn it. I should have written it down. Anyway, from the Netherlands. I know you all watch her. She is a lovely, lovely stitcher. And she taught, I've been struggling with the rotation and trying to figure out what I want to do as far as how to get things done, and I have way too many things going on. So she talked about doing an every 3-day rotation, and then but in the first of the month, the first 3 days of the month would always be a new project. Sundays would be a specialty stitch project. So I decided to kind of try an altered version of that, and I'm doing a new a 3-day rotation. I really like that. 3 days is about my limit for working on a project, I've decided. Starting a new project on the first of the month. Let's see. Sundays, though, I try to do something related to faith, and I have 2 projects currently that I'm working on. The Persian bird, which is the giant peacock that says be still and know that I am God, and then I have a giant nativity that I haven't shown you yet, done in silks, that that I'm working on, and I've switched those off on Sundays. But then the last Sunday in the month, I'm going to work on it's a specialty stitch project. And so that is going to be currently, I'm sorry, hold on one second. I have to get the cat off of the project. I am working on this long stitch project. This is a needlepoint project. And so this will be my Sunday project because the stitches are different from, well, they're definitely not cross stitch, but they're also, each little section has different stitches in it. So this is the long stitch, and it's quilt shop. This first building here will say quilt shop, and then this is the little house, and then there's a series of 5 quilts hanging on the line. And so that's going to be my Sunday project. And then since it was February 1st, I had to start a new project, and so I started Satsuma Street Pretty Little Hong Kong for my daughter. My oldest daughter spent a year in Hong Kong 2 years ago, and so when I found Satsuma Street through, I think McKenna, I saw that Pretty Little Hong Kong and thought, oh, I have to make that for Caitlin. And I showed it to Caitlin, and she loved it. So that's what I started yesterday for the first. And so that's the beginnings of Pretty Little Hong Kong. And this, we have a bad glare. That's the other needle minder I got from McKenna. I love that thing. Sparkly seahorse. I'm not really into bling and sparkles, but I thought that was pretty awesome. So that's, so I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday to buy the DMC to do Pretty Little Hong Kong, and started looking at, Hobby Lobby has gone away from selling dimensions and sort of all of the traditional projects, but I did find they have some DMC kits, and I do like to do regular embroidery too, and they had these 3 little fairy kits, 3 different fairies. So this was one called Shy Fairy, and I thought that was so cute, and I thought that would be a quick stitch and maybe something I can take in the car maybe, or something like that. So so anyway, I'm at 14:15. I'm gonna have to do 2 videos. There's just no 2 ways about it. Let me end here. Maybe I'll insert the picture of Sandy's rug here, and then I'll do the other video and talk about what I'm going to do for my plans for rotation. Okay, I'll be right back.